Gordon Fox charged. WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan was the first to catch up with the Providence Democrat before he pleaded guilty to corruption charges. Here's the exclusive exchange.
Gordon, can you tell us anything? Yeah, but I mean, can you say, obviously we're expecting a lot. Can you say anything at all?
At this point, it's still a process you got to go through. And the first opportunity I get to talk to all of you, I will.
Are you going to be able to talk to us today at all?
Probably not.
Are you going to, you are going to appear in court today, correct?
That's the plan.
So, of course, that being an exclusive interview. Dan, what was Fox's mood when you got there? This is before everything really blew up.
Right, yeah. It was definitely, one of the things about Gordon Fox that's strange throughout this entire process, going back to the day of the State House raids and when he came back to office, he's always very courteous. Same thing today. He has to open the door and see reporters screaming his name and asking him for comment. He was very, very gracious. Didn't seem to, he seemed a little emotional, and we saw that later on, obviously, when he was in tears in front of the courthouse. But yeah, he was relatively gracious at the beginning.
Dan, Fox was a licensing board member from 2001 until 2009. We've heard a lot of reaction from a number of lawmakers in the State House. Have you heard from other members of the board on all of this?
Yeah, I have actually. I talked to the new chairwoman of the licensing board. Her name's Joanna Harris, and she said to me, one of the things that they've really focused on is trying to make the board more transparent. She said that she makes every member of the board kind of explain their vote in public every time they take a vote. And she actually said to me, her quote was, "There are no secret deals," and she made it very clear. And obviously, she's talking about what's gone on in the past.
Did you get the sense that she's a little nervous now that maybe people aren't going to trust this board? They're not going to believe that they have their best interests in mind?
I think she does have that concern in mind, and she's worked really hard in the year or so that she's been on the board to try to, kind of change the perception of that board. And so, yeah, I think that that's probably going to be a concern going forward.
All right, Dan McGowan, thank you so much for being with us.